So I made the trial daddy's calendar. And every time there would be a trial with somebody, jurors have reached a verdict.
People are saying a verdict is in. Can you? Black screen. Okay, it's a black screen. As soon as the verdict comes in, we will be going live and streaming this verdict together, folks.
And there's a verdict that has been reached, which took the jury 3 hours and about 3 hours, 15 minutes.
We have a verdict. We have a verdict. If I am seeing this right, we have a verdict. Hold on.
Hey guys, we are coming to you live right now with an important update. It took less than a day. As a matter of fact, the timer is showing 3 hours and 22 minutes. Could have been less than that even, for the jury to reach a verdict in the Donna Adelson case. The judge just barely moments ago instructing the members in the gallery not to show emotion, not to have an outburst as the verdict is read.
It's time to bring the jury. The court said the jury's coming in. He advised everyone in the gallery there is to be no visible reaction. There is to be no expressions. He told Donna that she is to control her face.
Charlie, like I said, has already been sentenced to life. His ex-girlfriend, Catherine McBanwa, who acted as kind of the in-between person, she was the intermediary between two men by the name of Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera. She's also been sentenced to life. Sigfredo Garcia has been sentenced to life, and Luis Rivera, who cooperated, is serving 19 years in prison.
Sigfredo Garcia's verdict, that was the first trial, right? And that was reached in 11 hours, but it's because there was a mistrial declared for Catherine McBanwa. I think that took a lot of time. And Catherine's retrial took 8 hours, and Charlie Adelson's verdict took 3 hours, and now Donna, verdict reached in 3 hours and 15 minutes.
You stupid asshole. You're next, and so is your daughter.
Let's watch Donna Adelson be convicted of all the things, because she absolutely did all the things. Let's go watch that beautiful moment happen.
Review the verdict form. It is in its proper order.
Yep.
Chat's telling me just over 3 hours. All right.
If the jury foreperson could...
That was fast. That was a fast verdict.
The jury reached a unanimous verdict. If you please can hand the verdict form to the bailiff.
The court's going to review the verdict form before they read it. When they brought Donna into the courtroom just a few moments ago, because this went very quick, everybody was in the court, she was shaking.
Having reviewed the verdict form, it is in its proper order. At this time, I will publish the verdict.
The court's going to read the verdict now.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count one of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
He told you not to react.
Adelson, control yourself.
He told her before they came in she's going to be guilty of all.
Find as follows as to count two of the indictment. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Count three. We, the jury, find as follows as to count three of the indictment. Solicitation to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder.
Then again, she's facing life without any possibility.
What by the foreperson.
What is she going to do?
One moment. Members of the jury, the bailiff will escort you to the jury.
He's going to give her the what's for.
You're shirting a murder of man, you piece of sh**.
He's like, members of the jury, I got to do some yelling, so you're going into the other room.
Is the judge really going to, like, admonish the defendant at this point? I don't know that it's worth it, Judge. Just pull the jury and power through.
You know, like she's guilty already. What are you going to do to her?
I mean,
I'm going to put you in jail, Miss Adelson.
But what's he going to do, right? She's going to be sentenced to life. He's excusing the jury till she gets it together.
yep. Get your shit together.
He told her not to react. And here we are. That was a very fast verdict.
Mrs. Adelson, while this was not the outcome I'm sure that you desired, there will not be any further outbursts in front of the jury.
You will not
If you cannot
fuss.
control yourself,
You'll be removed.
I am going to have to determine if you'll be removed from the remainder of this
Right.
process.
I would be like, just remove me. I'm ready.
What I love about this moment is this is kind of her first take of what the rest of her life is going to be like. Her outbursts, her emotions, she has no more control. It's going to be for the rest of her life being told what to do, when to do it, regardless of her feelings by somebody else.
It is actually not out of respect for the judge. It's out of respect for the jury.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
It was hard enough for the jury to make that decision. There is an emotional impact to making a decision that you know is going to put someone into jail for the rest of their life.
Do you need a moment to collect yourself?
Probably. Yeah, she probably does.
Oh, you know she need a moment.
Before the jurors are brought back in, we will take a brief 2-minute break. Please give her tissues if she needs them.
Or tranquilizer.
Give her tissues and 10 Xanax.
It wasn't easy for them to get there. They made their decision. You don't get to make an attempt at essentially shaming them or guilt tripping them or having that emotional outburst to make them double guess their decision. They made their decision.
Well, surprising absolutely no one. Donna Adelson was found guilty of everything.
I mean, did she really think she was beating that shit? Like, what?
You might be saying, how could she possibly think she was going home? As I said, people convince themselves of all sorts of things.
The only thing that was surprising is that they did it today as opposed to tomorrow. So I suppose that was my only note of surprise. I predicted lunch tomorrow, but they didn't even make it through the dinner break, which is pretty hilarious.
It's like she seems so
The jurors are
shocked.
brought back into
Like,
the room.
genuinely
Does the
stunned.
defense wish to have the jurors polled
Yes.
before they are discharged?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well.
Pretty strong reaction to that verdict. Not sure if it was disgust or surprise that she was attempting to show there.
Well, surprising she didn't faint, but you knew she was going to make a scene.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Remember we did a poll earlier and we were saying, that was in the previous stream, how do you think Donna would react? Pass out, cry and look at Harvey, glare at the jury, or something else? She's doing all of it. She literally is like crying. She didn't pass out, but she might as well have. And now glaring at the jury. Sure.
You knew it. Wendi, you're next. Wendi, I know you're watching. You're next, girl. This has been 11 years coming for the Markels.
They are polling the jury. We are getting a view of Donna Adelson while the jury gets polled.
We're not going to be able to hear this because we're not going to hear the juror names, but we're going to see a reaction in the courtroom if it's not unanimous, if they don't say that. And that's also why you can't be having these outbursts.
Yep,
And we
the
can't do
jury
what you
can
do with
still
this.
be told, and if one of the jurors says, no, that's not my verdict,
Because what if a juror's like, holy crap, I feel bad. I changed my vote now. I'd actually is not unanimous when they poll the jury.
then they got to go back in the room, and maybe a mistrial, maybe, all sorts of problems.
That's why we can't have stuff like that happening.
Is the defense asking for a pre-sentence report on counts 2 and 3? As to count 1, the penalty is statutory, and
There's nothing we can
there
do. It
no
is what it is.
modification for it.
Do you want me to say life now or do you want me to say life later? I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's just a whatever.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, pre-sentence investigation.
He's like, do we really need to do this? Because we know she's going to prison for the rest of her life.
You really want a pre-sentencing report? Why?
They want it. Okay.
And the report is ordered by the court as to counts 2 and 3. As to count 1, is there any reason why we cannot proceed to sentencing on this matter?
Nope.
We would request an opportunity to ensure that our client's okay before we proceed to sentencing. It's my understanding that Charlie Adelson.
I mean, she's not ever going to be okay. She's just fucked. That's it.
Wasn't sentenced right away, and we're asking for the same price.
She's never getting any better than this.
You know what my response is at that point to you? Fuck you. You want to make sure your client is okay? Fuck you, is my response as the judge. I really hope the judge says fuck you. Possibly using exactly those words, but we'll see.
The court then will set a separate sentencing date.
May I inquire whether the family members that are present would like to get a victim impact now or at the future date?
Go ahead.
Turn around. Don't even look at them. Don't look at Harv. Oh man, we're just gonna do it now. I don't even have gum.
Are they going to have them make statements now? Oh, they're going to do victim impact statements right now.
So this is Dan Markel's mom who wants to make her statements now so she doesn't have to come back for another sentencing hearing, which I think is totally fair.
Anybody who doesn't have tissues, grab them.
For 11 years, she's been waiting for this day. 11 years.
My name is Ruth Markel.
You may give your impact statement, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge Everett. To the Honorable Judge Everett, my name is Ruth Markel. I am the mother of the late Dan Markel. I stand before you today to express the profound sadness and grief that Dan's family and I have endured since his tragic murder. We have lost a treasure. Danny's murder was orchestrated by his former mother-in-law, Donna Adelson, and other
Donna, your face.
And is a crime of cruelty. It is a murder of grief, a murder of selfishly prioritizing one's own desires over what is just or right. And at its core, this was a murder of convenience, so that one grandmother could live closer to her grandchildren. She killed their father and ripped the children from the other grandparents' lives. Failing to achieve her goal through legal means, Donna finally resorted to orchestrating Dan's murder. She plotted, planned, and paid for his murder. Donna's crimes led to further devastation. Her middle son, Charlie, was convicted and sentenced to a life in prison for his role in facilitating Danny's murder for hire. Can you imagine a mother involving a son to complete a murder? Donna's eldest son, Rob, an honest and decent man, is estranged from the family, and her younger child, Wendi.
I had to pause. If any of you are listening in the background, when Dan Markel's mother starts talking about the grace of Rob, Donna rolls her fucking eyes. Oh my God. Donna. For all of you just getting here, we are listening to victim impact statements after the conviction of Donna Adelson, which is why she is sitting and shaking. I am going to let that play. I backed it up because her face.
Convicted and sentenced to a life in prison for his role in facilitating Danny's murder for hire. Can you imagine a mother involving a son to complete a murder? Donna's eldest son, Rob, an honest and decent man, is estranged from the family, and her younger child, Wendi. has decided once again to relocate to another state. Prior to her arrest, Donna's recorded phone calls with Charlie reveal their lack of a moral compass or capacity for self-reflection. She blames external forces for her family's curse. They're outside of her, but she is the curse, and lashes out angrily at witnesses who took the brave step to testify. Her modus operandi has always been to run from Tallahassee and then to try to flee to Vietnam. Yet Dan's murder was not enough for Donna. His death was not enough. Danny had to be fully erased from his beloved sons. The boy's last name was ever changed, an extraordinary decision to excise the Markel name from Phil's only grandsons who shared his name. Donna Adelson has caused immense devastation and an untimely, undeserved murder through her actions. While no trial or verdict can ever heal the profound wounds caused by Dan's murder, justice must be served.
She's there to express her sadness. Phil Markel's there to turn a knife a bit, so we're going to that one.
All right, here is Mr. Markel.
Good evening. My name is Phil Markel.
And I am a badass. Is really what it comes down to.
I'm Danny's father. While this victim impact statement is addressed to you, Your Honor, it is also intended for the Adelson family, Harvey, Charlie, Wendi, and particularly Donna. Donna's selfishness, cruelty, and complete disrespect for human life, along with that of her co-conspirators, have left families forever broken. Louis Rivera, his children have no father. Catherine Magbanawa and Sigfredo Garcia, their children have no parents. Charlie Adelson, his son, Roman, has no father. Rob Adelson and his wife and their 2 children have lost their uncle and grandparents. Shelley and Ian, my daughter, their 3 children, my grandchildren, are left without an uncle and are separated from their cousins. Of course, their heinous and callous actions have left me, Ruth, and Shelley without our Danny, and Ben and Lincoln without their father.
The level of tragedy that has come from this is just tremendous.
For anyone to commit such a cold-blooded, unprovoked act of murder is horrific. For Donna, someone who claims to care so much about Ben and Lincoln, her sun shines. Her actions are beyond comprehension. She has harmed forever the people she claims to have loved. In the Jewish custom, we have an expression to always wish others to live to 120 years of age.
Oh, he's going to wish her a
Donna,
long life.
I wish her to live to 120.
And we all know why. We all know why.
Alone in her jail cell. I wish that every day of her remaining days, she thinks about the harm she has caused to so many, especially those 2 boys she claims to have loved so much. For these reasons, Your Honor, I ask the court sentence Donna Adelson to the maximum possible sentence. And my only short question to Donna, was it worth it? Respectfully, thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Holy shit.
I mean, again, it hits right where it hurts. And it's true, everybody's lost their family.
He's a guy who knows how to throw some salt into that wound.
Everybody that ever came into connection with the Adelsons, with these Adelsons, their family is damaged, gone, not what it should have been, not whole, fractured. And then he's like, yeah, we wish people live 120. I do wish you lived to 120 by yourself in your jail cell. Woof.
Good for him. Good for him.
We will
Get her in cuffs.
reconvene on October 14th.
Get her in cuffs
Have a good evening,
right now.
everyone.
Don't talk to them. Lift her up and put her in cuffs. Push her against the wall. kick her on the one ankle so it goes into the other. Yeah, she's already good. Get her out of there. Get her out of there. Don't let her talk to anyone. That's right. Get her out of there. Rough her up. Get out of there. Don't look at anyone. You're done.
Having them read those victim impact statements was so powerful and so like surreal. You know, it's like shit. Like they've been wanting to say that shit to Donna for 11 fucking years.
She'll be in the same prison as Sarah Boone? Of course there is, because there's only one major female prison. Yeah. Maybe they'll be roommates. That'd be hilarious. They can be BFFs.
I'm glad we got resolution on this one. This has been a heavy case, and it's hard to see family hurt and pulled apart like this because of some senseless actions. This doesn't fix everything for everyone, but it's a step in the right direction for those who need to heal.
So that is the end of her story, and she's going to jail for the rest of her life. And then, of course, the big question, of course, is will they go after Wendi?
I guess the next thing is we'll have to wait and see if we get a Wendi trial.
Georgia, does Wendi have reason to be worried tonight?
Because Wendi might be coming up for a trial.
The question on everybody's mind tonight, what about Wendi?
So what's next? Wendi? I know that's the question everyone has. Is Wendi Adelson yet next?
Do we need to stay tuned?
I mean, you can stay tuned.
She's not going to answer. She is not going to come out and say, we're going for Wendi. But guess what? They are going for Wendi. I don't care what anyone says. I do not give a shit. Every trial
for the team.
Every trial has introduced new evidence against the next person. It's like it's dominoes. It was Katie and Sigfrido. It was like, wait, this seems like a trial for Charlie. And then Charlie's trial was like, wait, this seems like a trial for Donna. And Donna's trial, this was a trial for Wendi.
She played a outsized role in this trial. She did not need to play as much of a role in this trial as she did.
They are coming for Wendi. You just watch. They're not giving. You think they're gonna do everything they did and not come for Wendi?
And because of that, I think that a arrest is probably in the making for her. But what do you guys think?
I don't know. It's been their MO. That's what they've done every case. So if I'm Wendi, I'm sweating tonight. I'm sweating.
They're coming for Wendi.